The players a massive compliment. Great attitude, great togetherness, and 2 good wins. I think we have lost 1 game now in 10, so that's positive.
Yes, please.
Did you expect the individual mistakes on the Algerian side in the first half and the reaction of the Algerian team in the second half?
No, everybody who knows football know how good they are. Everybody who's watching them, who has a clue about football, know how good the team it is. Extremely good team, and also different kind of football which we are maybe not used to play against. So we were learning. We have learned a lot for this game. Difficult to keep good players away for creating chances. Very difficult. So we also must give a compliment to Algeria the way they were creating chances. We shouldn't forget that my team today was a very young team, not a lot of caps. So coping with everything and the way they did it was good.
Yes, please.
Salah Faisal 24-12. Félicitations coach pour la victoire. Est-ce que vous pensez qu'avec toutes les blessures que vous avez eues, est-ce que si vous aviez eu le droit d'aligner Elanga et tous les autres joueurs et de jouer avec une équipe, on va dire, pas jeune, mais une équipe complète, est-ce que vous pensez que le score sera un peu lourd?
Congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
If you had all the players available was not here today, do you think it will be another result?
It's very difficult to say there will be no result. I'm pleased with the win, and we are missing a lot of players. That's true. At the same time, we have a lot of talents here, and we have a very clear way of playing football, which help the team. We try to pick players who's able to play that kind of football, and when you do that, then they will automatically play well together, because we don't have the time to train a lot.
Une deuxième question, vous avez fait juste 4 changements. Vous tenez vraiment à la victoire à ce moment-là parce qu'il y avait le comeback des Algériens, 4-3. Vous avez fait 4 changements, vous avez gardé Sema, le meilleur joueur du match sur le terrain. À quel point c'était important de gagner pour vous aujourd'hui? Et surtout, est-ce que vous pouvez commenter le comeback des Algériens en deuxième mi-temps? Merci.
You only did 4 substitutes, and how important was it to win this game for you? And you keep Sema on the pitch because he was in a good shape. So how important was the win today?
It's always important to win games, but for us, it's also testing players in different positions, because you want to prepare well for the qualification for the World Cup, which starts in September. But it's great to win. But it's even better to see a squad with a togetherness and spirit, how hard they work for each other, and to see players who want it. I can give you a good example. Gabriel Gudmundsson was not able to play the game. He was sitting on the bench to help the young team as well. It tells a little bit about how the team works.
The comeback for Algeria
team. And the comeback for the Algeria team.
Yeah, they were good, huh? They were good. And maybe they got a little bit of help with the third goal as well.
Yes, please.
Hichem de la Gazette du Fennec, Algéria, journaliste. Coach, félicitations d'abord. Avez-vous prévu d'imposer un rythme élevé dès le début du match, comme on l'a vu en première mi-temps, notamment avec les 2 buts marqués? Et en deuxième, même si vous avez marqué 2 buts aussi, on a constaté un recul de votre équipe. Comment vous constatez ça?
Was it the plan to be offensive in the pressure from the beginning, and in the second half was it always? Pardon? La deuxième question.
C'est la suite en fait. En deuxième mi-temps, même s'ils ont marqué 2 buts, mais on a quand même vu le recul. On a constaté un recul de son équipe.
And the second half, he was more defensive, and after the third goal from Algeria.
Yeah, but I thought we invested a lot of energy in our pressure in the first half. Definitely, the first 20 minutes we invested a lot, but it was not great. We did a bit wrong, but still the players invested. And when you're leading 4-0 and you have opportunity to score even more, I think it's okay to go a little bit deeper. But suddenly we got passive. Suddenly we didn't win our duels, and we were not locking on players in the second, third situation against very good players, and then they're able to create chances.
C'est bon, Shaboul?
Yeah, the last 30 minutes or so, had it been a competitive game, would you have sat back even more? Because I could see that you were waving them on up on the pitch, trying to force them to keep being aggressive. Was that due to it being friendly or?
No, I think it's a combination about playing at this level against very good players, coping with the intensity, coping with a very quick decision, which they did. That was difficult for us, and that's something we need to learn from. And I'm sure that we are going to learn from this, because this group of players, they want to learn, and they are so eager to become better, and not only to become better as one player, but as the whole team. So I think, as I spoke before the game, it's about a new challenge for us today. And yeah, it was a challenge. At the same time, it also tells us how good we are. But we need to become better in some situations, definitely.
So that was a bit of a lesson to, I mean, had it been a quarter-final in the World Cup, would you have coached the team differently for the last 30 minutes?
You didn't say a final, Simon.
Okay, semi-final.
No, but we also need to look at the whole situation a little bit. What can we do and what can't we do in combination with the team we're playing against?
And I guess it's hard to take the man of the match away from Ken, but looking at Bernhardsson, the game he had reflects his interpretation of the game. What do you think about him?
It's always difficult to pick a player. You know, Victor Johansson also had very good saves, but I think he's done well in the camp. He's able to play that kind of football. Now we want to see him as a wing-back, more or less as a winger in some situation, and also as a striker. He has a lot of energy. He's quick. He understands the game. He's a quick learner as well. So I think it was positive to see him. And it's always difficult when you get a chance to grab it. I think you've done a good job in this 10, 12 days we've been together.
Coach, félicitations pour la victoire de Jalali Aesh. Ma question, c'est que on a vu aujourd'hui, ce soir, le même scénario que le match France contre Espagne en Ligue des Nations. 5-1, ça s'est fini en 5-4, aujourd'hui 4-3. Une remontada algérienne, mais victoire pour vous. Quels sont les enseignements que vous avez eus de ce match, surtout défensivement, où on a vu à la fin du match un relâchement de votre part, et aussi affronter une équipe nationale africaine, une grande équipe africaine? Quels sont les enseignements que vous avez eus à jouer contre une équipe qui n'est pas européenne?
First question, this game was a little bit like France versus Spain, 5-1 to 5-4, 5-0, a mini remontada, yes. So how was it to face a team who come back? So we can start with that.
I think it was a great game to watch. If you're sitting on the stands, if you're sitting at home watching telly, then you see good combination, you see mistakes, you see plenty of goals. If you love the game, I think you will love it. Sometimes as a coach it can be a little bit tougher, but I will be positive now. And this, of course, when you are able to create a lot of chances, then you can score goals, but we definitely need to be better in some situations as well.
And how is it to face an African opponent?
Very difficult. I think it's a great team you're playing against. I think I started at the beginning to talk about, if you know something about football, then you know how good this team is. Otherwise, you don't have a clue about football. But they're great. And I'm very pleased now. We have lost only one game out of the last 10 games, even with a very, very young, unexperienced squad.
Did Hugo get injured, or how's the situation with him?
I think he stopped just in time, but he will have an examination of our medical staff. But he felt something, but I don't think is serious. But we need to wait on the medical status.
You got the chance to see him play 2 games. What do you feel about his performances this camp?
Yeah, that's true. He haven't been available a lot in my time. So, but I think he grew into the games. If you start with Budapest with the whole team, difficult place to go to, 61,000, and we were a little bit on our heels in the first 10-15 minutes. I think the midfield was quite solid afterwards. We got into the game, still making way too many mistakes on the ball. As a team, now we're not talking about Hugo here, but as a team we were making too many mistakes, playing too slow, too many players who ran out of the shape. They automatically play a slow game. Today I think we were playing a little bit more into the shape, But then when we got the ball from the midfield a little bit higher, then suddenly we started running with the ball instead of playing 1 or 2 touches, because then we've been in, I think, 5 times, and where we could outplay the team. But it's good to see Hugo getting game time, and hopefully it's not something bad. Huh?
Some more words about Ken as well. How do you feel about his hat-trick, and how would you describe him as a player and his personality?
No, but Ken, he's lovely for a group, you know. When you put a group together, it's not only about football quality always. Ken have plenty of football qualities, but it's also about energy in the group. How can you work with people? How can they connect with people? Especially when we're that close together. Ken is a great person, first of all. And we can call him King Ken. Can we call him that? Yeah.
You do? Or?
I just did it. I did it when I had the chat with the whole group, and where Winston, good holiday with the family. Of course, we spoke about King Ken as well.
Yes, please.
السلام عليكم قناة أوروفيناك ديزاد تريكي هواري تهنئة لكم بالفوز. سؤال للكوتش، هل خطة المنتخب الجزائري في الشوط الأول سهلت لكم المأمورية؟ خطة والدفاع الجزائري اللي كان ضعيف في الشوط الأول، هل ساعدت المنتخب السويدي؟ وفي نفس السؤال، هل أنت سيدي لما حضرت هذه المباراة شفت المباراة السابقة اللي لعبها المنتخب الجزائري في 2022 ضد المنتخب السويدي، هل وجدت ما هي المقارنة بين منتخب 2022 ومنتخب اليوم؟ وطلب بسيط للأخ المترجم، هل تقدر من أجل الجماهير الجزائرية أن تقوم بالترجمة باللغة العربية بعد تصريحات المدرب إذا استطعت؟
On prend l'anglais, معليش. First of all,
فرنسي لا تقدر.
français, okay, on peut fixer. Did you see the game Sweden-Algeria from 2022? And we can start with that.
I haven't seen that game, so I don't know. I'm not the coach.
How much did you see Algeria before the game?
We have seen the last 14 games.
Il n'a pas vu le match Algérie-Suède en 2022, mais il a vu beaucoup les matchs précédents de l'Algérie. Second question was about the weak first half from Algeria. Did it make it easier for you to win the game if they play pretty bad first half?
There's always 2 for tango, huh?
Two.
Il y a toujours 2 pour faire le tango.
Det krävs, ja precis.
La danse.
La danse, il faut être 2 pour le tango. Hein?
She's great in France, Peter. Did you know that?
De rien, de rien.
C'est ça la réponse.
شكرا.
Merci.
Therese, varsågod.
How ready do you feel now ahead of the qualifiers in the fall?
Now, as I said in the beginning of the pre-camp, of course, with a lot of players who's not available, the mission changed a little bit for being really preparing period for